Okay, recording live. First portrait lesson for this semester. All right, so the portrait begins with here. This is what we've been doing. We've been working with this kind of shape. That's been our portrait so far, which is okay so far as drawing robots goes. And now what we want to do is we want to move a little bit more towards a realistic portrait, okay? And some of the things that this has set up for us are correct. Like one thing is that when looking at the head from the front, that the head is longer than it is wide, right? And one of the things that's not correct, well, another thing that you can see here is that this thing has perspective. But let's take a shape that's longer than it is wide. We'll start with a really basic shape like this. Okay? And from there, we know the top of the head is kind of circular. And if you go down from the center of the head straight down and you run into someone's chin, there's a couple of different shapes on someone's chin. If you look at this thing, so the chin has a shape that's right up here at the beginning, but also there's another shape that's right back here. So it's almost like this. The chin kind of has a back shape and a front shape. And so it goes like this. Here's the back shape and then the front shape. Because if we were going to look at a portrait in profile, it's like this. We're going to look at this guy in profile. It goes like this. You can see there's a part of it that's far forward and there's a part of it that's back. Okay? So if you looked at this shape here from underneath, you'd be seeing this. That's if we took this and we looked at a cross section, like right across here. Okay? So here's the shape of the bottom, and here's the shape of the top. So what we want to do is we want to try to get comfortable with that. So we could draw a circle, and you could stretch down a square-ish shape. However, notice the incline on the angles. And that's a nice start. And then if we lower ever so slightly, and that's pretty nice, right? For looking at the front of a face. Okay, so now taking that info and let's draw out the side of a face. You can start with a circle, but one thing about the profile of a face that I want to point out is it kind of fits into a square, okay, like a real square. So here's a square, and here's our face in profile. And now there's this, the brain case. Now we have the brow, which comes forward. And so people very frequently will describe that whole shape as more of an oval. Like this whole shape here, it's a little bit more of an oval, okay? And now this shape here, we could start to describe it as a little bit of a square, like that. Like that's just like a small square, okay? But then we could cut into it like this, because that's the part that's in the back. We see the back is up higher than what's in the front. And now we have this shape, and the neck comes off like this. It comes off at an angle. It doesn't go like this. There's a head shape. That's what the neck doesn't do, unless someone has their head pushed back. Okay,